Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the conversation series.
Because creators are businesses.
What we do is not simple.
Give, the fans everything that they deserve.
Being creative
is like doing a 5,000 piece puzzle.
is something that you can learn and do over and over again.
Always be as authentic as I can be.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the conversation series. I am thrilled today to have Ms. Caroline Brown with me. She is an authentic visibility coach and business mentor for women. I am so excited to dig in to this incredible business that she has created. Caroline, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here.
I want to just get into your journey and talk about how the intersection of entrepreneurship and this coaching and mentorship came together for you.
Ooh, okay. Well, probably not the way it does for most people, honestly. I was a nurse. I was a registered nurse for 13 years, and I just did not align with working in the hospital anymore. I had two kids at home, and working 12-hour shifts didn't work for me. A lot about being in the hospital didn't really work for me anymore. I felt really out of alignment, giving people a Band-Aid, sending them home to live the same life, and having them come back sicker and get more and more procedures. So I was just feeling really out of alignment. I would sit here starting in September every year and search for jobs and search for like a different way to do things. And I just wasn't finding a way. And everyone was just telling me, you can't have what you want. You can't have this out of the box life where you show up for your family and you also have a good schedule and you have like this amazing business. And I just decided not to listen to that anymore. And I found, I think through Facebook ads, nurse coaching found me. So that just means that we are specifically nurses trained as coaches. Okay. And I just kind of felt like, you know what, forget it. This could be a scam, but I'm going to go for it. And I did the 7-month certification. And honestly, about halfway through, I was like, that's it. I'm starting my own business. And still everybody, pretty much everyone, except for a few close friends in my life, were like, nope, too out of the box. You should probably go work for someone first. You should work for a company as a coach. And I just said, no, I'm done with that. I'm building my own business. And so that's kind of like the beginning of how I started my business.
You went and did the damn thing.
Went and did the damn thing. I was like, forget this.
Love it. Now, many entrepreneurs that we hear and we talk to struggle with things like time, mindset, burnout, scaling. What's been your perspective on this? What are some of the things that you have struggled with, the challenges and overcoming some of these things that entrepreneurs typically are going through?
Yeah. So I would say my biggest struggle building my business was probably not time or any of those. It was probably visibility. Which is why I'm now a visibility coach. Showing up and being in front of people. I did not want to build a business online.
Okay.
Now I'm fully online. I felt very highly uncomfortable with people looking at me. If I was on this, I would have just been crying in tears. I was even in just like a group of friends. If they put me on the spot and asked me like one of those icebreaker questions, I would literally just start crying. No reason, just didn't like people looking at me. So my biggest hurdle was learning to be visible and learning to love visibility. I think that the other ones, time is a huge one for entrepreneurs. And I love helping people build businesses that work with their life and not the other way around. Like, yes, it can consume you. It's hard to learn to turn off your phone. Like, I think that's absolutely a huge thing. I just decided really early on that I was doing this for a reason, not to feel burnt out again, not to not show up for my family. So I was just going to do it differently and decided that it didn't have to be like that. And it hasn't been.
When you went and first started doing all of this, was there a strategy, a mindset shift, or anything that really had to change for you that was the most impactful in your own success?
Probably a couple. I would say the most impactful though was reteaching my nervous system that it was safe to be seen. Retraining my nervous system that it was safe to do things a different way, out of the box. You know, like I said, there's still a lot of people when you're an entrepreneur or do things differently, the world does not like that. It makes them uncomfortable. You get a lot of people who are like, ooh, or try to make you feel bad about it. So my biggest mindset was always bringing it back to safety. It's safe to be misunderstood. It's safe to be seen. It's safe to let them judge me, let them have their own thoughts and feelings. And I think, honestly, you can have all the strategy in the world, but if you don't feel safe showing up in your business as an entrepreneur, the rest is going to kind of fall apart.
You help women break free from perfectionism, from self-doubt. What role has your own personal journey played in shaping how you coach others?
It's played everything. I truly believe that you coach someone who is an earlier version of yourself the best. So my journey through visibility, through safety, through learning to work with my nervous system is the biggest part of how I support other women.
Would love if you're able and willing to walk me through like this process that you go through. What does that kind of coaching look like that you've gone and created?
I like to call it like the 5 R's. And the first one is the first one is regulating, like bringing women in and teaching them how to regulate their nervous systems, teaching them what's actually happening in their body. 80% of the way that we function is body up. So it's your body is responding to something and then your brain's hearing the messages and it's hearing, maybe I'm not good at business. Maybe I'm not professional enough. Maybe I'm not meant to do this. And people are so used to living in their heads, especially women, that they don't know how to do that. So it's learning how to regulate your nervous system, learning how to be present with what's coming up for you and tune into your body. And I'm probably not going to say my R's in order, but it's regulating, it's reframing the mindsets. It is, oh my gosh, and I'm going to draw a blank now on my R's. I always do this. I don't know why I did 5 R's. I should have done 3. But yeah, it's taking them through the process of learning how to work with their nervous system, learning how to reframe their beliefs, learning how to show up in a completely different way. And then integrating it, right? Stepping into that in real life so that the confidence, the way you show up in your business isn't just in your head. It's not like a push through. It's not, we're going to show up and just do this. It's actually like embodied in your body. You feel safe doing it.
As you've gone through this and as you've built this coaching and this successful business, how do you personally like to define success now? Has it changed over the years? What does that look like for Caroline?
Yeah, I think success is so different for everybody. For me, success is, my mission is to give women a mic to bring their wild visions and dreams to life. So for me, success is just doing that one person at a time. I don't really have I need to make $1 million a year, or I don't believe in like making it about money. I think money is important because you have to be financially viable to have a business. But for me, success is showing up for my family and having a business I love. And I think once upon a time, probably when I started, I really wanted to have my own thing. And I thought it was about making a certain amount of money. But what I've learned is what's more important to me is who I am in the world, how I show up, and the other people that I get to walk alongside to bring their vision to life. It makes me so happy that the rest doesn't matter.
I love that. Is there something with your entrepreneurship hat on? Is there one thing you wish more people understood about what it's like building a business?
I think that it doesn't, this sounds like a little counterintuitive, but I think what I would say is that it doesn't have to be hard. Like, for example, growing up, my mom tried to start a couple different businesses. She was super creative. She started a what was it called? I'm all the mind blanks today. Twinkle Toes and Baby Cakes
Oh my
business.
gosh.
It was like a diaper cake business. And I remember everyone telling her, it's too hard. You're not good at the business side. You're not this type of person, so you can't do it. And I think we come in with so many beliefs from our childhood, from other people in our lives, so many things that we think are possible for us or not. And like business has to be hard. Running your own business is going to take up all your time, all of those thoughts. That doesn't have to be true. And it depends, I believe, on the kind of support you get. I started my business with a coach coaching me, and I would not be in business today if not for that person. And I always have a coach because I think we get in our heads and we get caught up on these little beliefs where, I mean, I had one recently where I was like, I can only be so successful. So I tried to like shut myself down, right? And these come up for us and we don't notice it on our own. So I think that it doesn't have to be as hard as people think.
Mm.
Have to have the right support and resource yourself in the right way so that so you don't get caught up on all these little roadblocks and stuck and then you're just done and out and you quit. I see so many people quit and it makes me really sad. So many women in business, I'm on Instagram a lot, and they disappear over time and their businesses shut down. And it's sad to see because I think they have beautiful visions and beautiful gifts. And sometimes we just get so caught up on the mindsets and the beliefs and what we think is possible for us.
Those voices that come from friends and family over time start to get very, very loud.
Yeah.
Especially,
and they sound so real. Like fear, it sounds like logic. Like you're not good at business, so you need to hire someone to do this part for you,
yeah.
or you'll never be successful, right? Like you hear that and you're like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Especially as your ideas get bigger and people are like, give you the look of like, are you crazy kind of situation? But it's one where, like you were saying, like you have to have a very strong belief in yourself and carrying that belief of like, you can keep saying anything you want to me. I'm going to keep doing this because it's something I love so damn much. And it's a powerful thing when you believe in yourself.
Yeah. And I almost think normalizing that it's okay for people to not understand you. Like if you're going to be an entrepreneur and start your own business, just normalizing most people aren't going to get me. And almost it's going to make them wildly uncomfortable to see you do what you're doing because they feel judged in some way. It's like being in a room where everyone's drinking and you're not drinking. And everyone's like, why aren't you drinking? It makes me feel bad about myself. Maybe I shouldn't be drinking. Like everyone starts talking about how they're not doing it. Same thing.
Caroline, my last question for you is there one book that you would recommend to everyone that's made an impact on you, inspired you, made a difference in how you approach your business?
Yes. My favorite book is Do Less by Kate Northrup.
Okay.
It's probably up there, but I send it to a lot of my clients because it's all about working with your body as a woman and how we are built differently. We're not built to function on this 24-hour schedule like men are. And I love that book. I could talk about it all day long, but it's made a huge difference in how I show up for my business, how I slow down, how I don't work all the time. And I love Kate Northrup. I love all her books. So she's awesome.
There you go. Caroline, I can't thank you enough for sitting down with me and sharing your story and letting me dip my toe into your world. I so appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having me. This was fun.
Yeah. You guys, I'm going to have all of Caroline's socials down below. Please go give her a follow. Check out everything that she's doing. Go get her as a coach. And just thank you. And as always, I will see you guys back here next time. Bye, y'all.